Okay guys, let's take a minute and say cheers to Sloop John H. 100 subs, buddy. Completely deserve it. Awesome channel. Fingers crossed, a lot more subs to come. So hello and yes, welcome back to another video guys. Today I am entering a contest and yes, it's Sloop John H. Now then, before we get started, let me do my usual routine. Got a couple things to say. First off, I'd be lying, Sloop John H, if I said I've been around with your channel since the beginning. I am still pretty new to your channel, but I've been checking out a few videos the last couple of days and I've been really enjoying it. You've got a great channel. I've seen quite a few people entering your contest, so congratulations for that. Hopefully this video will help you gain a few subscribers as well, because you really enjoy them. Got great music taste, great enthusiasm in your videos, fantastic collection, all round great channel, and 100 subs, you know, that is a great milestone. You know, I remember when I hit 100 subs as well on my channel, you know, it's quite an achievement. It's fantastic, and you know, before you know it, Sloop John H, you're going to be at 500, you're going to be at 1,000, you're going to be at 1,500, you're going to be surpassing us all, I'm sure. So anyway, congratulations on the subs, buddy, and here I am to make a contest entry for you, and I hope that you enjoy it. So anyway, I've got my list here of all the questions. We've got 5 questions here from Sloop John H, and the contest ends on July 5th, so if anyone does want to take part, make sure you go quickly make a video, because we haven't got too much longer left now. We've got a couple of weeks. Well, it's still a bit of time, but July 5th, remember it guys, put it on your calendar. But anyway, the questions up really were interesting. They really got to me. It's like, okay, this is great. These are great questions, so I'm going to have to take part in this. So the first question up was name records that your parents had. So I kind of took that on board as artists that my parents really like. So I'm going to do my dad first of all, because me and my dad, that's one of the things which we have the most in common with. My dad shares very similar music taste to me. So my dad's favourite band, or one of his favourite bands, was Madness. And Madness was the first band which I ever got into, mainly because of my dad. But me and my dad equally love Madness. You know, we're both pretty big fans. So had to pull Madness out for my dad. Another one which my dad used to really like, obviously, he was into the Beatles quite a lot. He really does like, you know, like me, big Beatles fans. I mean, he's not crazy on them like me, but he likes them quite a lot. Solo Beatles, my dad isn't the biggest solo Beatles fan, but he really likes the solo hits by Mr. Lennon. So I also pulled out my John Lennon collection vinyl here. This wasn't his, actually. My dad's John Lennon. I forget what Lennon album he had. I think it might have been Double Fantasy. No, it wasn't Double Fantasy. My dad had a Lennon record. This isn't the one. This is one which I bought at a car boot sale. But, you know, this covers his hits. So I thought this would be the best one to bring down. But my dad loved Lennon solo as well. My dad also really liked David Bowie, like me. So, yeah, we were both very saddened by the loss of him, as was everyone, you know. So, yeah, my dad really liked Bowie. Got how many more have I got for my dad? I've got 4 more artists to mention for my dad. My dad loves the Sex Pistols. He loves that kind of punk feel, you know, Elvis Costello, The Jam as well. I'm gonna throw them names out there, but you know, the Sex Pistols, he really likes Sex Pistols. So yeah, I'm not the biggest Sex Pistols fan, but they're very good. Led Zeppelin, of course, you know, me and my dad equally love Led Zeppelin as well. Another one we have a lot in common with. So had to pull Led Zeppelin out and give them a shout. And the last record up, the other artist I want to give a shout out to, I don't own any records of. But my dad's a very big fan of the King, Mr. Elvis Presley. One of the things we don't have in common, because as you guys know, I'm not a fan of Elvis, really. So that's the one we disagree on. But then again, I love Eric Clapton, and he doesn't really like Eric Clapton too much. You know, we've been having this kind of funny argument around the house lately. He's been saying, because of Eric Clapton's unfortunate nerve damage, he's been nicknaming him No Hands, trying to wind me up. So I just keep on saying, well, hey, I mean, hopefully he doesn't die on the toilet. So we've kind of had that kind of friendly banter going on around the house lately. So it's quite funny. But anyway, the other artist who my dad was a big fan of growing up I don't own any records of him, so I haven't got anything to show you. But he also loved Adam and the Ants. So there's that one. My mum grew up in the 80s. She was a massive 80s nut. She loves Bryan Adams. I don't have any Bryan Adams albums on vinyl. Have some CD, but she loves Duran Duran, and I also am quite getting into Duran Duran. So yeah, good choice there. And an artist who I really do love, because I stole all my mum's CDs on him, and I have quite a large CD collection on this band. Bon Jovi. So my mum really likes Bon Jovi there, of course. So what a great choice, you know. Who doesn't like a bit of Bon Jovi? So there's that. Okay, question 2. Name a record you want to see reissued. Now, just say name a record, so a specific record. But I want to give a shout out to a few here. I love Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, so I do actually own this one on vinyl, but I think this one needs to get reissued for other people. So that's, of course, Into the Great Wide Open. She's a great album. She's the One. Wildflowers. What's this one? This is Echo. I didn't like that one much, to be honest. The Last DJ, which I actually really liked. And Highway Companion, which I also really liked. So all of them need reissues desperately. I love all them albums, apart from Echo. Echo was a bit... But the one which I'd want to see reissued the most has to be Wildflowers. This was my favourite of the bunch there. So I will say my pick for album that needs to be reissued. Tom Petty, Wildflowers. Okay, so there's that one. The next one up, what is your best bind bly? A bit hard for me. I don't do too many bind blys, because I always kind of have the, you know, the way I go about, you know, trying new things. I wouldn't go pick up a random album, you know. Oh, I've never heard of this artist, but I'm going to buy it and just randomly try it. That's not really my style. You alright? Yeah. My dog's, sorry if you can hear any distraction. She's going to knock the camera. No, she's not. My dog's running around the front room trying to catch a fly. My apologies. But no, I don't really go around and buy too many random records, you know, because it's like, well, if I don't like it, that's like 20 quid just down the drain on a vinyl. So I like to go online and try things normally before. So the best bind bly I could come up with was, I knew I liked this artist, but I'd never taken the time to get into his albums. And I was waiting to check out a bunch of records at this record fair, but the seller was currently serving someone. So while I was waiting, I just flicked through this sold bin and I come across this album for like £3, and I'm like, sure, I'll try it. It's double vinyl, £3, why not? Brought it home. I knew I was going to semi-enjoy it because I like the artist's hits. Didn't really know about back catalogue, but I love it. It's in my top 10 albums now. Absolutely love it. And that's Stevie Wonder, Songs in the Key of Life. So just a fantastic album. It's in my top 10 albums ever. Love it. It is an incredible album. So this one had to make the list, of course. Brilliant. Brilliant album. Okay, favourite place to buy records. I can do this one nice and quick and easy. There's not many places around me to buy records. For bargains, I like to go to Car Boots. But I don't get to go to Car Boots very often because of my work. I work on a Sunday when they're on. Record fairs are fun, but sellers really like to overprice stuff, I find. So I'm going to say the place which I can access all the time, whenever I want, and you can get reasonable deals on there. I'm just going to say eBay. eBay, you know. For me, I can't go to Car Boots and record fairs very often because of my work. Got eBay with me all the time on my phone. You can get great deals on there. So I'm going to say that one. And then for an import record, I'm going to show an album which I showed in one of my recent videos. I showed it in my most special records video. And it's an import from Japan, I believe. And it's of Simon & Garfunkel's Bridge Over Troubled Water. And when I bought this at a record fair, you know, it looks all, you know, all just like the normal British copies do. I noticed it's very thick card, it's a gatefold. I didn't open up the gatefold, I just kind of went, okay, that goes in my pile, carry on flicking, another one goes in my pile. It got lost in the pile, checked out with them all, got back, started to look them all over properly, and when I opened this one up, I was very pleasantly surprised, because I just thought it was an American pressing. Opened it up, and I got that. Look at all that, Japan writing, yeah. And then this bit here simply opens up, and you've got all the lyrics still written like that. So it's very unique pressing. This is an original, I believe, from 1970. So yeah, I know a lot of people like to buy, you know, new pressings, you know, of Japan records with the Obi strips and whatnot. And they love to show off about it, don't they? And they're like, look at me, I've got a Japan record, you know, best pressing you're going to find of the album. Very true, but this is original. This is old. So that's probably my best import record. But anyway, that is it for the contest entry there for Sloop John H. Sloop John H, of course, got a fantastic channel. Make sure you go check him out. Congratulations again, mate, on the subs. Really do deserve all of them, mate, honestly. And you deserve, you know, all the rest, everything. You know, you deserve to be right up there with all the big shots here in the VC. And you will be. You will be, I'm sure. So thank you so much for the great contest. Thank you guys for watching. Please hit the subscribe button, like the video and leave a message. And I will see you guys next time.